Welcome to the Green Wasp Removal YouTube channel. In this episode, we'll show you how some of our local native paper wasps are doing as they build their wild nests in various locations, including inside a birdhouse. You'll see how they go out to forage for wood fiber, which they roll into little balls and fly back to use as nest building material. We'll also show you how some of the invasive paper wasps are doing the same thing and setting up their nests only inches from native nests under the same barn eaves or inside a plastic bin. So all of these wasps are currently in direct competition for available resources, nesting space, and whatever they can find to build their nests with. We'll show you the first Yellowjacket wasp we've seen in the 2024 season. She was a Vespula Germanica queen who was out collecting wood fiber just like the paper wasp queens. So let's go to April 16th, 2024, and we'll show you the footage we captured. Nice close-up shots showing different species of wasps and how they collect wood fiber in the wild. And we're also going to show you what's inside some of the nests that are currently developed as of this date. All of the nests that we've seen from our native beneficial wasps, the paper wasps, have eggs in them now, as well as some nectar stored for the adults to feed on while they're doing their nest building. And we've also seen the same in the invasive paper wasp nests. The 2 or 3 invasive paper wasp nests, the European paper wasp nests that we've seen so far, only have 1 or 2 eggs in them now, whereas the native paper wasps actually have several eggs and several cells built, especially those that are working with co-foundresses. So from here we'll just pipe in with some voiceover now and again throughout the video, but for the most part we're just going to let you watch how these wasps do their thing. It's pretty fascinating how good they are at collecting this wood fiber and creating nests with it. They collect this wood fiber, they mix it with their saliva, they turn it into like a paper mache type paste, and that's what they mold each cell on the nest with. And it's a pretty incredibly efficient process, and they make perfect hexagonal cell shapes over and over and over again, and then they'll lay an egg in each cell. We do our best to correctly identify the wasps that you see in this video. However, between the Polistes fuscatus and the Polistes metricus, there's often a very common overlap in coloring, and it's sometimes difficult to tell which is which, so we do our best here. But if anybody has a specific species that they'd like to correct us on, by all means, drop a comment, tell us what the timeline is that you're looking at and what species you believe it is, so we can all learn from it. Here we see a German Yellowjacket, that's Vespula Germanica. Here in the U.S., this is an invasive species of Yellowjacket. This is the first one we've seen in the Yellowjacket species, the Vespula species, for the 2024 season, here on April 16th of 24. She's out doing the same thing as what you see in this video among the paper wasps. She's collecting wood fiber from an old garden stake. And just like them, she'll follow the grain down the wood, and she'll remove a layer of the most ultraviolet damaged wood, the grayed out wood, and she'll use that to work on her nest. So she must have a nest around here somewhere. We're not sure where it is at this point. Meanwhile, in this large plastic bin, we have several nests going at the same time. The first one we'll show you here is a beneficial native wasp. This is the northern paper wasp, the Polistes fuscatus. There's a co-foundress situation here. So we have an alpha queen foundress and a more submissive foundress who's working as sort of a helper on this nest. And what you see here is there's eggs inside this nest, multiple cells already, and some nectar that's been stored. But there's several eggs, one in each of these cells, probably upwards of 15 to 17 cells already built. What's interesting about this large plastic bin is it has been drawing in several different species of wasps. So far, we have at least one native beneficial nest here that we're showing you. This is Polistes fuscatus, or northern paper wasp. But at the same time, literally just a few inches away inside this same bin is an invasive paper wasp. This is another Polistes diminula, the European paper wasp. She seems to be on her own here so far. At least we haven't seen a co-foundress yet, but she's already got eggs in her nest, but it's significantly smaller. It started a little bit later. She's only got 5 or 6 cells built so far. As you can see, even though we have the camera just inches from any of these nests, these paper wasp nests, they're simply not aggressive unless you directly physically attack them. They are just curious. They watch, they're protective of their space and of their nests, but they do not attack. We also see a third nest being developed now inside this bin, about a foot or two away from the other 2 nests. There's this one, which already has eggs in it. It's about 3 or 4 cells built already. It's probably another invasive Polistes diminula nest, but we're not sure until the foundress comes back. So we have an axe and knife throwing target here, and it's right on the side of the barn. It's a good place for it. If you can hit the side of a barn, you're probably doing okay. So, problem is down here, back behind one of the protective boards, we have this little nest starting right here. It's Polistes fuscatus. Very beneficial native wasp around here. So we're going to pull this board out and set it aside so she can keep building on it without the distractions and dangers of having knives and axes thrown at her all day. I'm trying to lift it out of here without scaring her off the nest. We're going to bring this board over here a little bit where it's safely out of the way. All right, don't worry, Mama. We're just giving you a little relocation here today. Okay, so let's put her right about here. So she should have this area to herself over here. It may feel a little bit too open for her now, but it beats being behind the knife throwing and axe throwing range. So for now, we'll leave her right here. Good job, Mama. You just keep building. So far it looks like she's got several cells, some eggs. So she's doing okay. Here behind the thermometer on the barn wall, we have another beneficial native species setting up a nest. Hard to tell from this shot if it's Metricus or if it's maybe Polistes fuscatus, northern paper wasp. We'd need more light to really identify the species, but we didn't want to bother her. So we're going to go ahead and say it's definitely beneficial, definitely native because of the darker coloring. And she's got a very nice, healthy looking nest started here. Several cells, probably some eggs, so we'll just leave her alone. Here you see a Polistes Germanica and Polistes fuscatus, and they're both in direct competition for resources, nesting material, nesting space. Good job in there, Mama. The nest is looking great. She's in for the night. It's getting to be about 7 p.m. and starting to cloud up and get humid, like rain might be coming. So she's done for the night probably. Here we see another Polistes Germanica nest, European Paper Wasp. She's got a nice start on this nest, but as you can see in the background, there's a spider already scoping out her nest. So this wasp is going to have to really fight the local insects that are going to want to target her nest, try to eat her eggs and her larvae. The spider, for example, appears ready to strike at any time. And there's usually a lot of ants and other insects that are natural predators for wasp nests. So they really do have to fight every minute of every day. They've got to keep an eye on that nest. So far as you can see, this one only has one egg in it. That's probably because this queen or this foundress does not have a co-foundress. So she's doing it all herself, building, foraging, trying to make eggs.